Hey folks, really looking forward to running through this Guardian Druid talent build. Specifically, I think Guardian's at a really fun spot right now. I know Druid overall has seen some changes through 9.1. Guardian hasn't seen a lot of major, and I'm really excited about that. Unfortunately, the four new Covenant legendaries, they're all pretty mediocre. I think you might be able to talk yourself into the Night Fae one, Celestial Spirits, but I don't think it's actually gonna top out the meters here, either on the offensive or defensive side. I think we've got better plays, so we'll touch on that. As far as recommended talents go, like really 3-2-3-3-3-1-1 is our defensive build. That's what you're seeing right up there on the screen. If you're rocking that with Nature's Order's Will, that is going to treat you in great shape. Really, giving an eared bark skin an additional 10% damage buff. Basically, every time you begin or end bear form, you gain Iron Fur and Frenzied Regeneration. Ton of fun, ton of utility to be had with that. Unfortunately, there's a chance you may have already crafted that on your head piece. Get that out of there. You need that. You might get a domination socket on your headgear, so completely look to get that reset onto your hands. Alternatively, if you want to go with an offensive build, it doesn't look too much different, but you're going to go with a 1-3-2 3-2-2-1. And that's kind of an easier way to play. And depending on what legendary you go with, Survival of the Fittest actually gets kind of competitive here. So there's a lot of fun. This is my offensive build that I prefer to go with. And I don't know. As far as rating goes, it's a pretty straightforward, favorable design. From Covenants, you're still going to see basically Night Fae. To me, it's the strongest of all of the Covenants again. I know Necrolord was completely off the map. We've seen some buffs to Fleshcraft that's made it a little bit more favorable. Kyrian and Venthyr are relatively in the middle, but Night Fae is the major complement, just with Convoke the Spirits. Just looking down specifically at what legendaries you want to go with, the Natural Order's Will is a super strong defensive legendary if you pair it up with Survival of the Fittest. So that's right, I said Survival of the Fittest is in my build for offensive, but your best legendary might be Natural Order's Will. So figure out how you want to kind of complement your build here. Ursoc's Fury Remembered, it's insanely strong defensively and offensively for any kind of multi-target fights, but really prioritize that in Mythic Plus. Legacy of the Sleeper is really strong. In PvP, it gets a ton of work. It makes you really the strongest tank if you're trying to defend a base. You're basically immune to all CC for the duration of Incarnation, so pretty fun. Draught of Deep Focus is the best legendary for pure single target. It gives you no defensive benefits, but even if you aren't in your Cat or Owl Weave, it's still the best legendary just due to what it does to allow you to access Moonfire. And then finally, Luffa Infused Embrace is the best legendary for burst or sustained AoE damage. It provides no defensive benefit compared to Ursoc's Fury Remembered. So unless you're 100% laying out for damage, probably better to run Ursoc's Fury. Luffa Infused Embrace, that was actually a bit of a carryover from Legion, so I was happy to see that come back. As far as my preferred legendaries, if I'm going with the defensive build, again, the Natural Order's Will is my preferred way to go. If I'm going offensive, Draught of Deep Focus. And remember, tank damage matters, so stack up on it, folks. Finally, stat priority. Do everything you can to stack up your item level, then follow it up with Verse. Mastery is going to be a little bit better than Haste, and then finally crits are our lowest priority stat. Alright folks, that's a quick overview. Guardian's in a really fun spot right now. I've got my fingers crossed that it's only going to get better, but let me know what your experience is like, and thanks for checking out the video. Hit like, hit subscribe, all the good stuff. See ya.